How does goodbye feel?
Goodbye feels really sad. I'm really excited to see my dog, but I'm really sad to leave Morocco. Really, really sad to leave Morocco and all the people.
Cool. All right.
Ready?
No, but yes.
Okay, it's on.
Miss Clover, lovely to see you again.
Oh, please don't.
Data.
Save it.
Is it recording? It is recording. Let's start.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is it actually recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
We're live.
We're live.
Watch as the fire burns to ash.
Hot damn!
I was super excited, you know, a whole new adventure. I know no one on this bus that I'm going on. I know no one also outside of the bus. When we were driving from the airport and everything was so beautiful and I just felt so overwhelmed, I was like, I'm never gonna be able to fit in here. I'm never gonna call this place home. And now looking back, you know, how naive I was, here we are. I just remember looking around a lot and I was like, wow, Morocco's really cool. I hope I make friends. And I did.
They had lost my bag, so that was a great way to start.
I was really thrown off because Rabat's airport is really tiny, and then I stepped outside and it was a lot colder than I was expecting.
And I was like, well, at least it's warm.
Yeah, that was like my first impression was honestly just like the shock that I was here. It had been like something I thought about sometimes for a while, but it was very much like sort of in the back of my mind, and then I really got here.
I was in Marrakesh and it was kind of cold and rainy, and I was walking through that famous square and I was thinking, what kind of food do I want right now? And just like without being prompted or without thinking about it really, the first thing that came to my head was, man, I could really kill a tagine right now. And to have tagine like just immediately come to my head as the thing that I wanted to eat was like, I was like, Safi Mazia, and I am in Morocco now.
It wasn't until later on when we were in ISP and I actually like had the opportunity to be on my own and had to rely on my own, like the Arabic that I had studied in the US, the little bit that I had studied here, and the small amount of Darija that I knew, and started to meet so many incredible people who were willing to be patient with me and were willing to take their time to teach me some words and also for me to exchange English with them.
Reflecting back and thinking after everything that I've been through, when things like never really quite went right, just being like, okay, even though things didn't go right, I handled them and life moves on, and that was when I started to be like, okay, I can be in a country alone and like figure things out.
My favorite city though is Essaouira. I think my favorite city was Fez, even though I wasn't there very long.
Yeah, my favorite city is probably Tangier.
Maybe Tangier. I really liked Tangier, but then obviously Rabat's my favorite.
So I think Tetuan and Casablanca, based off of just the experience that I had.
I loved every city except Marrakesh. I'm sorry, Marrakesh, sorry. I think the city that I most enjoyed was probably, I think, Agadir.
During our stay in Benicola, I thought I had escaped the sickness until the very last night when I found myself up at like 4 a.m. Vomiting and other stuff. And then I just was sitting outside of the toilet, which just had a curtain and a hole in the ground. And I was just sitting there trying to take a breath, and then the call to prayer came on out of the little megaphone speaker that the village had. And I was just sitting there like, this is hilariously absurd, and I really, really enjoyed that moment, besides the fact that I was absolutely very sick.
When we found those puppies in the village that were just like little water balloons, like they just had so much milk that they were just like, squish! They had little legs dangling down. Those little guys were great.
I'm never going to forget the morning that Julia, Sukena, and I woke up and got fully covered, put on hijab, and went to the border, and we were like, this is our last shot. And it just took so many steps to get there. There was so much anticipation, like just trying to get there. It's like you gotta take like a couple different cabs, like figure out like what's going on, whatever. And we had about like, you know, maybe a half hour that we could actually work there, but so many hours building up to it. I think like that was the most like real journalism experience that we had, and so that was probably my best memory.
When I was holding the goat, the baby goat, on the side of the road.
So for my ISP, we went to Azil a couple times, and we were with Abla's family, and we would just like laugh for hours and just like goof around, and like they didn't speak any English other than Abla, and we'd be talking about like dancing, and just like, or like funny faces, just like stupid stuff, but it was like cool to just see like how open and friendly these people were.
I really loved when we would cook suppers together at our house over ISP, and there was a couple times when we were all in the kitchen, all doing something to try to help with this supper, and like music is blasting and we're laughing, and Steven is like messing up the recipe, and Anton needs help, and it was like it was just like, I really loved it.
Our vocabulary that we've developed trying to learn Arabic and how we've made it our own a little bit. It makes me laugh every time I think of like our secret language that we have with each other. So the biggest example is when it's like, no big deal, it's mashi mushko, but we say mash mushk, and it's become my new favorite word, and I'm afraid I can't say it anymore.
When we were leaving Casablanca, so we were like, it was the Casa Port, picture Casa Port, everyone with their luggage, it's kind of evening-ish, and we're all lined up, the normal line waiting for the train, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, so the train is on the other track. Everyone just dips, like Austin jumps into the rails. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be a lady and like go around the big hole. And then, yeah, it was insane. Like there was like groups of people like lined up on the doors, and then the train took off while people were like midway, like a woman like trying to get in, and just like and then we all got on the train separately, and then at that point I messaged the group chat like everybody on, and I was like yep, and I was like, all right, drop a pic, and then we all just started doing like face contest like via selfie.
The village, and the disaster that ensued. Can I talk about that? It would definitely be like me standing outside in like right next to a cow and her baby and a bunch of chickens, listening to Malaya projectile vomit as the entire family, like every generation, including like cousins and aunts and uncles, are standing outside this Turkish toilet, just like listening to her vomit. And I just will never forget that. It's thrilled in my memory.
I thought it was so funny when we left the village and we were all so sick, and we stopped the bus before getting to Chefchaouen, like just immediately outside of Chefchaouen, so everyone could literally just get off the bus and feel sick outside, I guess. And yeah, Shelby puked, right? Yeah.
She fell.
Oh, she fell. And someone peed like right by the road, but we all just like were just feeling like shit, like with each other. So we just stopped right outside of Chefchaouen. That was funny. That did it for me.
I think I remember walking around all of the different cities that we got to go to with my friends. I think as a unit we worked so well together, and we saw so much of the country that I'll always just have flashes of us walking around Razan really sick, or walking around Chefchaouen smelling horrific because we had just spent 5 days in the village, or walking around Marrakesh soaking wet. I think it'll just be all these different images of us walking and laughing in all these beautiful, beautiful parts of Morocco. I think that's most certainly what I'm going to remember the most.
It's hard to spend so much time in this country and not walk away with the memories of the people you spent it with, because you spend so much time with them, like day in and day out, you know? you're with these people. You went through some tough times, some good times, but in the end, you're like, these people were with me through it, and we'll always have these memories to share.
The ISP period and just the project that we worked on, because I know it's like already had a big lasting impression on me, and I think about the people we met like every day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna remember that really strongly for a very long time.
I think just being a bit lost, because I spent a lot of time lost in Medina's and trying to find trains. I think that was good. Just the feeling of being lost a little.
The friends I made, because while the place is so special to me and I love everything I've learned here, I know I can always come back, but the people here are what really made this experience unique, and I know this experience is not coming to an end now that study abroad is coming to an end, but good thing I can visit friends in other states. It's no big deal.
The landscapes, the views, it's so beautiful. The desert was one of my favorite times. And then I'm gonna miss speaking Darija. And it's gonna be weird going home and not waking up to hearing like, Labas, Bahir.
One thing that I really like is the way that people greet each other with the kisses, and then also with like the standard conversation of like Labas, Alhamdulillah, you know, just that stuff. I'm really going to miss. I just think it's comforting to watch everybody greet each other in the same way. It's so communal.
I feel like there's like a current here, and I slipped into it a little bit, and like I'm moving with it a little bit, and it just feels nice to be kind of on a different tempo or like a different wavelength than what I'm usually on. And leaving that is gonna be a bummer, because I'm gonna have to adjust to a whole new rhythm again. And it just felt really cool to feel like I was actually moving to the beat of like this completely different place.
I think just another feeling of just I'm so in the moment here, because everything forces you to pay attention.
Yeah, I do. I think that I gained a lot of responsibility here that I didn't have before, and I'm able to do a lot of things on my own that I didn't think I could do before, and I'm very aware of things that I need to develop and improve on because of Morocco and because of everything that's happened around me. I'm very conscious. Yeah, oh my gosh, I've grown immensely as a person like just in a few months. And that's why I like don't want to leave here, and like I'm so excited to get back here, because like I want to like keep like developing myself like as an individual. Like I feel so open-minded here, like I feel so free, and I'm nervous to go back to the US and like have constraints on me, and that's why I just keep thinking like, when's the next time I'm gonna be able to get back here, because like I know I'll be free.
Yes, absolutely. I've like grown so much. I feel like I'm such a different person than when I arrived here, just in terms of like my confidence as being like an independent woman, and I feel like I can just like honestly like accomplish like anything now, just all the different situations and like difficult situations I've had to face here.
J Squad, like I rolled up and I was pretty worried about like, I don't know, because I knew I'd be spending all the time with everyone in the group, and I wouldn't be doing, I knew the other people in the program would be such a huge part of my experience. And I was always like pleasantly surprised like by everyone. Like I've had like great moments with like every single person in this J Squad group. Like multiple just like crazy moments and memories. And y'all are the best, honestly. Great group, couldn't have asked for better.
We all just get along with each other so well, and we all mesh together so well, and I think it's, you know, part of camaraderie and just part of like, we just really know how to interact with each other, and so I'm just really gonna miss everyone, and I'm really gonna miss just all the fun and weird and crazy things that happen, and I'm so happy that everyone is coming back to the United States with this experience under their belt, and I just hope that everyone just flourishes in their own unique ways off of this trip. Yeah.
This is very interesting to be placed in this particular situation. Like, not just like set like 17 people, but like 17 people in Morocco, because you just necessarily have to rely on each other. And like, even the people that maybe in the beginning you were like, I probably won't hang out with them, like by the end you just like can't, like you just know everyone so well.
I hadn't even thought about coming abroad, that I would have to hang out with the same people the whole time. That like never crossed my mind, but I'm so glad that it was the 17 other people that it was, and then lesser and lesser. But I'm so glad that, you know, now it's 15 other people, that those are the people that I got to meet, and that J Squad has survived all the health issues. We are here and we made it. So I'm proud of us.
I thought we're probably gonna get really close. We got too close at the point, like we were talking about people's constipations. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, I'm really happy that I got to meet all of you guys. You all turned out to be really wonderful. You know, like I really have, like I've been to other programs and there's always like, you know, little cliques, and I feel like this whole group together really felt like a family. Just like we all knew each other really well, and I'm just happy I got to have that.
I just kept telling my friends back home how surprised I was that I found a group of people that were all so great with each other and chill with each other, and I still just think it's the coolest thing ever that we could just send in the message, the group message, that I'm at a hotel cafe, swing through, and it was super chill, and I love you guys.
Ooh, I think Morocco, until the time I come back, will be defined by the people that I did Morocco with. I don't think I would ever look at Morocco or read a book about Morocco without instantly thinking about all of you. Like anytime I see, you know, the word Tangier or Fez or Chefchaouen, I will immediately think about the memories I had with all of J Squad. So I think Morocco is my J Squad, and J Squad is Morocco.
Singing today just for you and me.
Complicated.
Complex.
Unpredictable.
Exhilarating.
Exhilarating.
Adventure.
Soul rearranging.
Eye-opening.
Lovely.
Wild. Intimate.
Irresistible.
Auspicious.
Mosaic. Sorry. Mosaic. Quick explanation. Mosaic, you know, popular art around here, mosaics. They're complicated. There's a lot of pieces to them. But when they come together, it's beautiful.